Hailing from the Jersey Shore and raised as athletes, the Airey Bros have always shared a passion for physical culture, athletic performance, and human optimization, always striving to be the strongest versions of themselves, mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Along the way, they've met some pretty amazing humans and have had some pretty epic adventures. The intention of Airey Bros Radio is to showcase these amazing people and the impact that they've had on them, and to share tips, tricks, and hacks so that you can win each day, every day.
I'm mentally prepared by, honestly, like at night, I was reading about it. I would almost meditate on my own before I would go to bed, just thinking about, the baby and when she's here and what I'm going to do. And it's almost like shadow wrestling, right? Like, that's what I was doing. I was shadow wrestling, what I was going to do in my life. So, my single leg over here was me waking up in the morning and I change the baby, and then I get ready for work and I feed her, and then I give her off to my wife, and then I go to work, and then I'm doing my double leg over here. And that's how I was getting ready for it. I was just shadow wrestling for, 9 straight months.
What up, y'all? This is Airey Bros Radio, and this is episode 24 with Anthony Iazzetta, a.k.a. Gucci. You ready, Prince?
I am super stoked for this one. I am super stoked to give the fans of Airey Bros Radio Gucci, my other brother, my other big brother, my brother from another mother, the other Richie Rich in my life, gives it to me straight. If it wasn't for Gucci, we probably wouldn't be on this college campus because he tutored me, got me out of junior college, and now we're here. So, yeah, I'm super stoked to put Gucci out there and give people what I get on a daily basis.
Yeah, it was a great conversation, and although we've interacted here and there and met here and there as well, it's always reassuring to know that there's someone else out there that gives you as much shit as he does.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to have him come out when you're away, because I don't know if I want the two of you in the same room. It's only happened once or twice, and you're both on different wavelengths. The one time he helped pick you up from the airport, we're both in different minds, so we really didn't get to hit it off. But yeah, I'm trying to keep you two as far apart, because I know with two of you together, it's not going to be good for the Prince. But that said, it's all love. It's all big brother love.
No, but
and
had we connected on that trip, we both could have hammered you for being you.
Yeah. I mean, but I get enough of it from the two of you single. I don't know if I need the triple threat, the tag team.
I think you need all of both barrels of the Richie the Kid and Gucci coming at you. But yeah, it was a super cool episode. Anthony is one of the head guys at Jersey Strong, formerly known as WOW, for those of you that aren't from the Jersey Shore area. It's a chain of gyms. So he's one of the main guys over there at one of the gyms, and it's either in Ocean or Shrewsbury. I put the link in the show notes for Jersey Strong. But just super cool to get his take on, and he's a new father, so it was great to have him come on and talk about what it's like being a dad, how being a wrestler helped him helped prepare him for that situation, something that probably can never really prepare for until you're in the moment. It's kind of like locking the door in a cage or running 100 miles. You can't really prepare for it till you're actually in the moment of doing it. So he's got some funny stories about baby poop, being in the birthing room, and just how being a wrestler kind of helped him for that, and then also how that's helped him navigate the waters of working in the business world and fitness industry and all that sort of stuff, dealing with new clients, old clients, members. So I'm super excited to put this one out there, and just always great to connect with the Gooch.
Yeah, man, this is super epic. You just put all the words out that I wanted to say. So I think without further ado, man, we just give him the Gooch.
All right, y'all, here's episode 24 with Anthony Iazzetta, a.k.a. Gucci. Much love. Namaste from the boys of 1512. You.
let's get into it, dude. What's life like now these days, running Jersey Strong and being a dad, man?
Tiring, nonstop, as you can see through my text messages through you.
Are you sleeping?
I'm actually lucky. I do sleep. I mean, 6 hours if you consider that good sleep, but it's broken sleep. The baby does sleep, but it's broken. Like, I'll wake up 2 or 3 times in the night.
Are you changing diapers?
I changed the first 4 diapers.
And that was it?
No. I'm actually pretty good with that stuff, too. I got a good story with that.
Yeah, no, some of the pictures you send me, man, I think we can use for a podcast clip, dude. It's freaking gross.
Jimmy hung up on me. Weren't you in the background?
Yeah.
I'm changing diapers and shit's getting everywhere. Sometimes I throw out the clothes and I don't try to clean it, but whatever, we're getting it done,
Dude, and then when he's cleaning up shit, the cat decides to not poop in the litter box or throw up because she's not getting enough attention. So Gucci's life is a ritual oyster at these points.
What Jimmy's referencing is the other day I woke up, the baby pooped, cleaned that, and then I go downstairs and the cat threw up on the rug and pooped on the couch all within the first hour before we even get it ready for work.
Nice. That's a good way to start your day.
I didn't even get my coffee yet for me to poop.
Some of the things we've talked about in the process of you having a child is how much, those cliche words we always hear about how wrestling gets you prepped for the rest of your life. But you said it the other day to me. You're like, man, wrestling got me ready for this. Just kind of go into details on that and what your thoughts are on that now on the other side of wrestling and life.
I would say I live my life day by day, compared to wrestling, where I wake up and I'm ready to go, so if I'm up 18 straight hours, what do we compare that to? We wake up, we used to, whatever it was, go to school or, go to class, get the weight down, right? Get ready to weigh in. And then you have your match or your tournaments, right? And then you got to go home and do X, Y, and Z. That's how I lead my life every day, man. So I wake up, I do all that, and, I'm pretty organized. So I feel like all that has helped me because, if I sit down at 11 o'clock, it's cool. And I get everything done each day, and I'm fairly successful, at least like with my job. I haven't really skipped a beat since the baby's been born, back in January. A lot of people they come by, they're like, dude, you don't even look that tired. I'm like, it's really not that bad, man. I mean, if you're prepared, I don't understand why people aren't prepared for these type of situations. You know what I mean? Babies work.
So when you say being prepared, right? How do you prepare to take on another life before it gets there? Is there anything that you had in line to kind of have that set up to be an easy transition, or when the baby was born, it was like, all right, there's chaos, but I can handle chaos pretty well, so bring it on?
Yeah, I mean, everybody always tells you the stories, right? Like, when you're a dad, this is going to happen, or, when you're a dad, you're going to see how your life's change. And I think, I'm assuming we're all kind of like this, us three that we're, us speaking. When people tell you that, you're like, well, whatever, you know what I mean? I'm going to figure it out for myself, right? And I'm going to actually do it better. I think we all have that mind frame, right? So people used to say that to me, and I always used to get annoyed. I'm like, yeah, no kidding, my life's going to change. I mean, what do you expect? I have another human coming into the life that I produced. So I think I'm mentally prepared by, honestly, like at night, I was reading about it. I would almost meditate on my own before I would go to bed, just thinking about, the baby and when she's here and what I'm going to do. And it's almost like shadow wrestling, right? Like, that's what I was doing. I was shadow wrestling, what I was going to do in my life. So, my single leg over here was me waking up in the morning and I change the baby, and then I get ready for work and I feed her, and then I give her off to my wife, and then I go to work, and then I'm doing my double leg over here. And that's how I was getting ready for it. I was just shadow wrestling for, 9 straight months.
Were you in the delivery room?
I was in the delivery room, and I was holding a leg as well.
No shit. What was that like? Did you get queasy at all? Did you think you were going to fall out?
Nah, I was cool because I think the only time was really when I was about to just kind of lay back and watch the show, and the nurse came in and was like, all right, hold the leg. I'm like, excuse me? Me? But then I got in there, and if you actually ask my wife, she would tell me I actually counted and held better than the nurses did.
Did you guys go to classes and stuff leading up to that point?
Nope. Nothing. No classes, nothing.
Just fucking wung it, huh?
Yeah, just went in there and said, screw it, we're here.
Just so the audience knows and Richie knows, though, Gucci is calm under chaos. Gucci does his best work when the world is falling apart around him. So it ain't no thing for him. He's a dude he's a gamer. He rises to the level of the chaos.
Yeah, and I would just piggyback that. I mean, I've had a lot of things, go on, multiple, not just one thing, multiple things where it's like you have that traumatic experience, right? And you kind of learn from it. So there's been instances where I wasn't like that when I was young. And what do you normally do, right? You sit back and reflect. So I took all those experiences. And, if it's personal, wrestling, right? It's like, again, I'll reference wrestling, but when you lose that state match, right? I was a third-year wrestler in states, and I lost, and I realized that I'm done, you know what I mean? Like, no more wrestling, possibly. I cried my eyes out. I took those experiences, and that's what really got me ready for the chaos type of situations, because you're not going to help a situation if you're not calm, and then making correct decisions. You freak out afterwards once it's done, and you at least get through that situation as best as possible.
And did your wife have like an epidural and all that good stuff, or did you go the natural route?
She went half the time with no epidural, and then she finally gave in, but she only did half. I didn't know that was actually possible. But for everybody out there, it is possible. You can just choose how much of an epidural you want to get, inserted into your back. So she went about half. I might be speaking a little bit out of a term because I don't know exactly what she did, but she still pretty much had most of her feeling, but it did help. I would say like the last 5 hours of the giving birth part.
Were you there when they did that?
No, they actually wouldn't let me stay for that part because it's such a fragile, thing when they put the needle in that they just don't want anybody in there startling the patient because it's going into the back.
Oh. Yeah, I had a group of senior health kids that we took to the maternity unit at the hospital, and I was teaching, and just the woman talking about the epidural and how they did all that, I thought I was going to fall out.
Yeah, man. And you know what? To this day, she still feels it. If I massage her back a little bit, she still feels exactly where the needle was.
That's insane.
How was Shauna? Was there anything that she got overwhelmed about? Because I know you guys have similar demeanors, or was she just stoic throughout the whole time?
Nah, everything was good. The whole pregnancy actually was excellent. The whole term, all 3 trimesters, was pretty smooth. We were on top of most of the things that you could be, when you're getting ready, reading about what to eat and, how to sleep, whatever, you know what I mean? All the stuff that you read out there. The only issues, she did get a little nervous, and I think she tightened up a bit the last couple of hours because she wasn't dilating fast enough, which is funny. I started thinking, I'm like, if she had that wrestler mentality, I think she would have been able to help calm her mind down, because that's what it really came to. But how do you explain that in that situation then, right? I didn't want her to swing at me or anything. And then a little bit afterwards, she did have a couple of issues with her blood pressure. It rose a little bit, and that was a little bit hard. And that's why, going back to the diapers, that's why I was changing the diapers in the beginning, because her blood pressure shot up. She